This is our paranormal podcast because this is our paranormal community, and we want to support you here on RU Media Network. We are proud to be sponsored by the Haunted Hinsdale House in Hinsdale, New York. Here are your hosts, Brian Mersal and Shawn Gilmore.
What's up, everybody?
Yo.
Welcome to our Paranormal podcast. I feel like it's been like forever since we've had a show. It's been like such a crazy summer, and now it's finally freaking October, and we're able to have a show. And we have an awesome show to kick off the what do we call it? Spooktober, right? And
Yes.
There's something else that's very special about tonight. And hold on, let me do this real quick, because I'm gonna tell everybody this in a very special kind of way. Everybody, it's Marcus's birthday. I do not own the rights to this music. This is special for you, brother.
The freaky clown thing. That's clowns.
Yes.
I end up so
That was
bad.
beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I had to find a
Happy
creepy
birthday.
birthday. Yes, I had to find a creepy birthday song for you, brother.
I'm like, the clown.
Yeah.
No clown.
He's afraid of clowns, but I love it.
Big time.
Well, that makes it better, you know.
See, I'm not afraid of haunted places. I'm afraid of clowns. It's so weird. How is that possible? I don't know.
Well, they're this creepy, happy thing going on, right?
Yes.
Clowns are definitely creepy. They're very, very scary, and that's what's cool about them, right? That's why people love the dolls and the, because they're.
And what do we have at our location?
Too many dolls.
That's awesome. So,
More clown dolls.
in case everyone does not know, we have Marcus Hogg and Katie, and they both run the very haunted and very awesome historical Greenville Manor. And if you haven't been there, you got to go. Whether it's for a flashlight tour or to experience an investigation on your own, you got to go to this place. This place is amazing. And I mean, even if you go on a quiet night, which to my understanding, there aren't many, it's still a beautiful place. And the basement is just like so creepy. So no matter what, you're going to get the vibes. The vibes are there. and it's just such a cool place.
It's wild.
So it really is, man. And I don't know if I've had you on. Like we've been friends for I don't know how long. I don't know if I've had you on to even talk about the Greenville Manor yet. I know we've had you on for other projects.
Yeah, the project, not this one, not this channel.
Yes. I think what happened was other people beat me to it, and I didn't want to like have too many. I'm like, I'll bring them on when there's something else going on that he needs help to promote. And actually, last night you just made a really big announcement for something you need. That definitely is a great cause and needs to be promoted, right? So, and it's to raise money
Yes.
for a cause.
Yeah, for potential development.
Yes.
Katie's sons went to potential development. It's schools for autism. I'm gonna turn that down. No, we believe in this cause. The teachers, the staff, they all care about these kids. They buy them Christmas presents out of their own money, and that's coming up, as we know. They buy them 4 presents for Christmas, and then it's also going to go for the educational purposes as well. Last night I started naming some of the big locations now that are getting involved and some of the prizes that are going to be involved. We have 2 big ones, and Nick Groff is part of it. Nick Groff actually came and filmed at Greenville Manor in the wintertime, and it will be on Deathwalker. So that's pretty cool. But he's doing a mini a Ouija board signed by him. So that's one of the cool things that we have coming up.
Hell yeah.
That is cool.
And Dan Kloss as well. And
Dan
Dan is also included how many days at Hinsdale House? 1 day at Hinsdale House as well. So that's gonna be cool. We got I'm gonna name some of the locations right now. Fairfield County Infirmary. We have Madison Seminary involved, the Monroe House, Hospital in College Hill. Who else is involved? There's a lot. But we hit a lot of home runs for the cause to help out these kids from potential development for autism. We have Terry Long, who's doing a doll for this as well.
The doll I was putting in front of my camera, that's a long gone doll.
Yes.
Dude, if you're lucky enough to get one of these dolls, his hat's all jacked up. If you're lucky to get one of these dolls, you are a lucky MFer because these things are badass. I dropped it. He's got a map, so this guy's like a pirate of some sort.
That's
You
awesome.
dropped it?
It fell. He just loosely holds on to it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I feel like he should have a sword though. Maybe I'll get him a sword.
Yeah.
That.
The reason why we're doing online raffle is because right now we can't hold a official con yet until probably next year. Next year we want to hold that con out there, and I think that would be even more. It'd be even bigger and better then. Again, it'd be for autism potential development. The same thing. I want to bring the community of people that we've met, the people that we haven't met, to Greenville Manor to see this place, and we get to just have the time of our lives. And it's just like a big meeting. You just left off where the last con you talked to each other at. It's a big family thing. I believe in that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, and it's definitely a good cause. I'll tell you what, my kids go. Well, 2 of my 3 kids go to public school, and these kids don't get the help that they need. And it's the more help that there's out there, the better off all the kids are.
Yes.
Especially kids that are challenged, and there's so many different challenges out there. And this is really education. I mean, how else do we learn to survive? How can we survive well without a decent education? So it's essential. It's definitely an awesome cause. So with all of this, real quick, we have Vicky Scott here. She says she's been commenting. Vicky, I know you're still here. We Darren Smith says hi.
Yep.
Oh, I was just gonna say this. This is so funny, guys. In the chat, I was gonna say, Vicky, what are the chances of us getting ghost cam? And boom, look at this. I was just about to say this. I'd love to donate a free ghost cam footage when people are at the haunted Hinsdale house. So, Vicky, just to confirm, this is to go along with Dan's donation for the investigation at the Hinsdale house for
Awesome.
cause, correct? I just want to
That's
confirm
awesome.
that, but that's how I'm reading it. So that is awesome. That's exactly what it's building up to. With Vicky and I, sometimes we do that though. We get on like the same wavelength. She's a cool chick.
Sometimes that happens,
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's just awesome when people just say, "Hey, we're gonna do this for you." I'm like, dude, that's so awesome. Like people, the paranormal community gets it. They really do.
Yeah.
They really do.
And I know you guys also been to Greenville, both of you.
Yeah. At different times.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to find the photo that I saw someone post of Brian's team that was there, well, our team that was there. And you guys are all on the chair, like are on the stairs. I love how you guys always take different photos on the stairs there. And your guys' photo that you guys all did is awesome. I was trying to find it. You guys are all looking like you're sleeping. I don't know, maybe you guys were maybe that's what happens in investigations with Brian. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I know that's
I'm actually going to put a collage of different groups falling asleep on the steps.
Oh, okay.
Put them all together. It's going to be like a collage of sleepy time Marcus's.
No one believes I slept, and one of the only people to know I slept is Gilmore. Everyone else believe I would be awake all night, and then Katie over here, I'd spoil everything.
I mean, I've been in several locations with you, Marcus. Now, Brian, if you think I snore bad, there's nothing compared to this guy.
Is it bad?
Dude, what hotel were we at?
PA. Limes. Oh man, it's right over here. I know what you're talking about. We slept on the same floor.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he was in a completely different room and he was keeping me up.
I'm sorry.
You also told me about a time where you slept in some gel.
Yeah, RCI. Randolph County Infirmary. Well, Randolph County.
Yes, Randolph County Infirmary. He was allowed there. And when we were at the Monroe House, when Ectovision filmed there, he slept upstairs. And we were.
I know.
Yeah. He's
so
like,
told me
I
about
do.
that.
I mean, yeah. So if you think I'm a loud snorer, whew, this guy can form his own band.
That has to hear me. Sorry. I really, really do, because I'm so loud. I didn't realize how loud I was until this lady filmed me sleeping and getting me snoring.
He woke up. He has woken himself up, and then turns and looks at me, and I'm staring at him, and he couldn't even blame that one on me. And he was like, "Did I wake my own self up?"
Well, so you know it's bad.
Whoever wants to comment about Sleepy Time Marcus, now's your time to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see all this.
I can't wait to hear how many about this about the raffle. Is it a raffle so you get like a ticket, or how is this going to work?
Yeah, I'm going to pretty much have like little index cards up next to different pretty much I guess baskets, and I'm just going to like name what it is, and then just whoever wants to say number 1, number 3 with the names of what different things are, if you want to put it in for that, just message I guess the page whatever you want for that. I'm gonna pretty much do how like Addie did it, and then whatever you want to buy, and then I'll put that many tickets in for that number.
Yeah.
And then go from there.
Nice. Okay.
We're trying to make it a little easier this year, instead of just putting into a box.
Yeah.
Now everyone's gonna get put into what they want, make it a little bit easy on them.
Yeah, because there's like so many different things that are going to be coming in, different investigations. There's going to be, the Long Got Doll. There's there's the
Baskets come in. We have stuff that
baskets coming in.
we
We have
different people.
yeah. There's
Nice.
BooTube is donating. There's like
Bump of the
different
Night.
yeah, Bump of the Night. There's signed merch coming from different teams. I mean, there's a lot of different lots of good stuff that is coming in. So
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting.
So like the first thing that we're gonna start putting down is the locations, so that way you can start putting in for the locations, and then the big grand finale of this all for everybody who wants to know what is the main thing that we want to do, and we're still making for confirmation on this one,
Yeah.
is a dinner and investigation at Greenville Manor with a YouTube celebrity.
Oh,
And we already
nice.
have talked to them, and they just need us to get us a date when they can come out and investigate.
Any clue as to who the person is? Or is
No.
it a surprise?
Hold on.
It's a surprise. It is a surprise.
Hold
It's
on.
a surprise?
One clue.
No clues. No clues.
He's investigating our location. Fairfield County Infirmary.
He's
Madison
investigating
Sanitarium,
everyone.
Indiana State Sanitarium.
That's not going to be
And it
a
doesn't
good.
give anything away.
so,
He's
so-
investigating
so
everyone.
she's been to a lot of the really cool places. That's really no help.
Yes.
Yeah, they've
But, okay, but we know. But you know what? The biggest clue is that you gave us. It's a girl.
It's a what?
It's a girl.
I said they.
It's a day.
She.
I thought he said he.
I heard she. I thought. Am I wrong?
Heard he.
They. Well, it is. There is a he in there, but it's a they.
It's a they.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Vicky, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate and love you. Here. Oh,
Wait.
so Amanda, I shared this this comment because I thought it was funny. Snoring. My 2 Stafford Bull Terriers hit high notes, and even their farts are loud demons. As loud demons would run. I believe it. I have 2 dogs myself,
Oh, yeah.
and those farts are something, man. Silent but violent are the worst though, because you're just sitting there enjoying a movie or something, then all of a sudden it hits you.
I know you're like, what just happened? Well, the cat doesn't do, so I get it.
Right.
The cat gets high notes when he snores. And speaking of, he's over there chilling in his box right now. But man, I love Greenville Manor, and I want this place to always be around for everybody. And I keep telling everybody that,
Mhm.
it's for everybody.
How did you get your hands on the Greenville Manor?
Almost by accident, but it was like an on-purpose accident. I was emailed to the location. So me and Katie, of course, drove up there, and we looked at it, and the front is what you see. And you guys can attest to this. That front just grabs the front of the building, grabs your attention instantaneously.
Oh yeah.
You're like, okay, let's go look. And we ran around to the backside, and we're like, wait a minute. We started looking in, and we saw the kitchen was the first things we saw, and how immaculate it was. And we went, we have to go look now. And a couple days later, we got to go inside the building and walk through it. And it was just as beautiful on the inside as it was on the outside.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been there, or you have been there, when all the pictures you see is literally how it looks. It is in such good how do I put it? Just in good shape. It has good bones to it, And from then I was just like, hey, we have to buy it.
Nice. And I don't blame you. And that was definitely an awesome find. Here, I found a photo of the front of the building here. Hold on, I have to make sure I upload it to the right place. I'm really, every time I'm clicking the wrong option, it's totally not user error. It is a really, really awesome place. This is just a daytime photo. I took it from their page, and it's just a beautiful, awesome, awesome place.
I love
And I know we're getting questions about the location. Before we get into these questions, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about it because it's just you post videos of
Yes.
some really crazy evidence that you guys get. So, and I was trying to find one of those videos so I could share it, but I guess I kind of ran out of time. But it's really cool. So the most active area is the upstairs, right? The
Oh,
top
I
floor.
agree on that 100%. Just because of what people caught, what I've experienced, what Katie has experienced up there. We have a door that will actually. It's a light door, and both of you can confirm this. It's a door that just kind of stands there. It doesn't really move unless you move it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that door consistently will close by itself with no airflow, with no windows open, no heat going. It wants your attention is what I think it's trying to get, is for you to go up and open the door back up to go into the room.
Not consistently, but on the third floor.
Third
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah,
It
not
doesn't
consistently. Every now and then.
It hasn't closed for a while, but it will.
Mhm.
And then in what we call the creepy room, when you go up the stairs on the third floor to the right, that doorway, you go inside there. We call that creepy room. There is a door
Yeah.
that I have up against the wall. It's about a 30-pound door. It's solid wood. It's just solid. This door like get hit into the furnace out there on the third floor, and it's happened 6 times now in 10. 6 times,
Wow.
and it's not
Wow.
shadow figures we've caught on video, which was just recent, which we haven't posted yet. We've caught them on the first floor in the funeral parlor. Like, we've just caught shadows that make no sense. We've caught sounds that make no sense.
The camera got ripped down.
Yeah, camera got ripped down. We have a motion camera that will actually move and turn. And sometimes when we're not there, I'll set it to move. One day I did it. It actually turns and there's a shadow and do that.
Wow.
So there is a lot of activity with you not there. I can tell you a lot of teams have personal experiences there. Like Brian, I'm sure you had some personal, when you investigated, I'm sure you guys had some interesting experiences that you guys can talk about as well. And I know Shawn did as well.
Mhm. I did. We had the remember we did a live and the spirit box led us through the house. Remember that?
Yep.
It was very intelligent and it seemed like it was very, very deliberate. It was really cool. It was actually with this guy, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah. So it was my direct link, which this is an awesome spirit box here. And it just led us through the house, and it was really, really cool. It's definitely intelligent what's there, and there's definitely more than one. And it's so cool because you actually do. Someone does ask here any vibes when you walk in, and there 100% are, and it's cool because as an empath you can feel the what's the word the personality of the building, and
Definitely on each floor too.
Yeah,
It changes.
yes, especially that one back hallway. I think the second floor.
Going to
Is
the
that
back.
right? Those back rooms, those two, they're kind of like closed off.
Yep.
They're really creepy feeling.
You got the bedroom, have the
Yeah.
sun. That's the back of the building right there. That's the furthest back you can go. Those rooms are definitely, that bedroom, I can tell you, we have seen a figure form in front of us inside that room. And I had a guy from the military come in, and he actually
is not scared of anything until this building showed him who it was. And he like ran down the stairs. First floor was like, I'm ready.
Yeah, he told Marcus that if he can't stab it,
My
shoot it,
dog's here.
then he's out.
Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
here.
Oh, puppy. It's the puppy.
Yeah. Oh, I had that up so good, and I had to move it. All right. What
I know.
what history? Quick history. Can you guys tell us about like why? What do you? Can you tell us kind of like what may have brought on the haunting or the hauntings?
Go on, Gabe. You got this.
Um. Well, like when I seen the building, it was just absolutely beautiful. The woodwork in there, you'll fall in love with. Um, from day to night, it's completely a different vibe. It's a different feeling. It's absolutely beautiful when the sun hits it. At night, it's a different feeling. You get more of a like um, colder type feeling. But it was built in 1881 for a tailor. He was really huge in Greenville. He owned his own clothing store, men's clothing store back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. It was Gibson's men's clothing house at first, and then it was Gibson's men's clothing store. And he was huge in Greenville. And then J.C. Penney's bought him out. And, you know, tragedy kind of hit their family. And after, their time was done, Macmillans, bought their home. And they were another very wealthy, well known family that was a funeral home. And they were very prominent in the area and, made a very well known, business there. There's 5 generations of Macmillans, um, 4 generations of William McMillan, and Marcus is the fourth of his
In my line.
family,
Yeah.
which is very odd. After the fourth, William McMillan had was done, and there was no one to hand down the business to. Um, he got tired of everybody asking him for his family, you know, history, and he took everything that was known about the Macmillans, and he took pictures and family history and everything, and he took it all and he buried it. So there is absolutely nothing that you could find on like pictures or anything for William McMillan funeral home, besides like going and talking to the people and just a little bit of history that we found, um, because he took it all and he buried it because he was just absolutely, he wanted to put everything to rest.
And this
Yeah.
is the kind of a thing that we also talk about with people. One of the men that actually passed away there had his funeral there as well.
Oh wow.
And then Bill McMillan, he was actually friends with the next owner, um, Mr. Schwartz. He handed it over to, he sold the home to Mr. Schwartz. And we actually spoke to Mr. Schwartz, and we actually got an interview with him. And, we told him, if you ever want to come in and take a look at the home, you're more than welcome to. And he came in and he took a look around, and he was like, you didn't do half bad for not knowing what this place used to look like. And I stopped dead in my tracks, and I looked over at Marcus like, how did he know?
Yeah.
Because I never said anything to him. I never said a word to this man. And, you know, he was just like looked around and he was like, "There's only a couple differences that you got wrong." And I was just like, "What?" I was like, "Oh yeah." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "That over there used to be a rolling top desk. And there used to be this over here, a table over here. Or that used to be over there." And I'm just sitting there like, well, what? What is happening?
Wow.
And, when he went into the main parlor, I would sit there, I told him that, I'm going to take the carpet out of here and I'm going to change it. And he took a look up at me. He goes, "You might not want to do that, sweetheart." And I said, "Well, why is that?" And he sat there and he was like, "Well, that's the original carpet right there. Underneath that is newspaper." And I sat there and I was like, oh. And I said, "Well, how do you know that?" And he looked me dead straight in the eyes and he goes, "Because I was friends with old man McMillan." And I sat there and I
Bill.
was like, oh, okay. And he sat there and he goes, "Yeah. His father and grandfather sat there and told him that underneath there is newspaper. So one day they pulled it up at the corner and sure as enough, there's newspaper under there." And I sat there and I'm like, all right, good enough.
Well,
Wow.
just that
That's
you guys know, as we're talking, we are getting alerts from our cameras there that there's movement in the building right now.
Oh,
There's no one there.
nice.
So I'm like, okay. And another thing that also adds to the haunting is Bill McMillan. Towards the end of his time, like he had a chairlift. We have that in the basement as well.
Mhm.
We actually
Wow.
have that chair in the
Mhm.
basement, and we actually cleaned the basement out. It took about 10 hours. That's one of the things that we have down there to show that, hey, he was here. And it's been confirmed that this is his chairlift.
Oh, wow. Have about the basement, and I don't know, in the back wall there, that's a stone wall. Has anyone ever said that they feel like there might be something like hidden behind those stones?
Like you
there?
said, that time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get if I can get a little camera and try to see if there's something in there before I go knocking down a wall. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You can get those little cameras, and I don't think they're horribly expensive either.
Yeah, I mean, there could be
Uh,
something that wouldn't surprise me because Amber was getting her dowsing rod to go in different places too, like down there.
oh wow.
And oddly enough, that was something else I was going to bring up is like when me and Amber, we were upstairs. Remember he was asking about activity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was building the wooden canopy bed upstairs, and it was one cleanup day, and the wooden canopy bed, I had wooden screws like very long, and the wooden canopy bed upstairs in the bride's room, and you know there's even I have video of it because Amber Wellman's voice, you can hear her on the video saying, how the did that even happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was standing right next to me and I got down to one last screw, and I was almost relieved that it was like almost done. And Marcus, he walked out of the room and he was walking to go lay down and it was like almost finished. And something just kicked the top half of this bed off
And when
and it came crashing down.
and me, I thought something happened, and I was like, "Is everyone okay?"
Right.
And I was so absolutely frustrated. And I sat there and I was like, you know what? And it could sit there too. And I left it there, came down, and I sat there, and Amber just sits there and looks at me and she was like, what? And I was like, and it could sit there. I'm leaving it there. I said, come on, we're out of the room. Come on, it could sit there. And she was just like shocked because I was just leaving it there. And I said, nope, if that's where she wants it, that's where it's going to sit. And I left it there for like weeks. It had to been like, what, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. And we finally
And
got it up.
yeah.
I had to talk to the lady of the room and say, "Hey, let's get this up."
Mhm.
Then, like you also said, you guys no, when you walk up the third floor stairs, that door, we had a team in there, and they actually caught this on film. It sounded like the door had either closed or opened. I had left to go downstairs. Well, you hear it. It's loud as it's clear as day. This door's doing something, and then you hear the footsteps going down the steps. What I heard, it sounded like somebody fell down the steps. So they're walking. I heard somebody falling down the steps at the same time that they're capturing the walking, and I'm yelling up at him, "Are you okay?
Oh,
Are
wow.
you okay?" They're all fine.
Wow. Hey guys, real quick, keep talking. As you're talking and explaining these stories, I'm going to show some photos that I uploaded.
Oh, God. Oh, that's so. I love that.
So that's our background that we're using for the show today. This is just. Sorry, go ahead.
That's one of the first things you're gonna see when you actually walk into the actual build. Like even though it's the building itself, walk in the back where you have the kitchen to the left, you have the bathrooms to the right. Well, when you actually get into the building, that's what you're going to see. And just to let you know, that front is now covered with spider webs. Now we're getting ready for Halloween. All over
That's so cool.
the whole entire, like, it's like 10 feet high. It's awesome, thanks to Katie. And now that we've put the Halloween stuff in, it seems to be getting more active as well. And then another story I have is we brought the original Gibson clothing store sign into the building. I think you guys probably saw that.
Mhm.
I did not leave the building for 2 days. It's just energy. I get it. I felt very uncomfortable with all that energy, and I would go in the basement to avoid being in the building. Honestly, I was like, nope, I'm good. I'm going on in the basement. But that further gave more activity into the building, just because of what it was and who it belonged to. It was T.C. Gibson's original sign, which came from the Historical Society. So I think that's pretty cool of them to actually let us have it to display it. Katie's actually in the process of trying to clean it up now. That chair there has something attached to it as well.
Oh, I felt it when I was there. That's why I shared this photo.
Yeah, pendulums were really well on that chair. Really, that chair I've sat in and felt very uncomfortable. And
that was the first time that when Kathy Santori came in, she sat there and she was like, she goes, "What the hell?" And I was like, "Wait, Kathy Santori just swore."
She cussed.
Oh wow! What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't hear it. Does it's
I
awesome.
know.
That's crazy.
And then
That is crazy.
You almost feel like, like you're in trouble when Kathy Santori swears.
Yeah.
You just sit there and you stop what you're doing. You're like, whoa, wait, what did I do? How can I fix it?
And for those who haven't been into the manor, the third floor has always been the most active, I think, for every team that's been in there. We had a filmmaker out quite a few weeks ago. He actually has to come back because of what happened to him on the third floor. He had to stop filming for the night.
Wow. I mean, I was going through all of your guys' photos, and you guys have had some really big documentary creators at your location. I saw a photo with Nick Groff. I saw the Foreman brothers. I saw, oh, no, I can't think of oh my goodness, I'm friends with them, and I can't think of their names. Come on. These guys.
Sorry,
we're
getting notifications. Stuff's moving in the banner without us knowing there.
Oh, share the video. Share the video.
I know. No, when the Foreman brothers came out to film that day, I had just got notified about my mom having to have heart surgery. It was just it was feeding off my energy too. But if you watch the video, you hear the walking that we always hear, and they actually captured it on their audio. It was that loud. And I'm like, I don't know if your audio's catching it because you hear me say something, but there's footsteps upstairs. because I could hear it clear as day, and I know Josh heard it, but they actually captured it, which makes it even like better when you actually capture what you're experiencing.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, then when you get that evidence on camera for validation, that there's nothing better than that as an investigator.
Hey,
Here,
it's better than sneezing and almost blowing your ears out.
Amanda Jane Norton wants to know: aren't you guys worried about bringing a negative home? Do you self protect? Real quick, before we go into the answer, I kind of want to say, to me, spooky doesn't mean negative. So I want to be very. I always like to be very careful when someone says something negative, because I mean, is there something negative there? Maybe, but I don't know. Sorry, go ahead and answer.
I'm going to tell you, actually, before we leave, at any time, we always tell them, hey, we're leaving. Thank you for letting us visit. We're going to our home. This is your home. You stay here. You're not allowed to come to our home. But again, we know how they are. They can pretty much do what they want to do. If they want to come with us, they're going to come. I'm going to tell you, we've had them follow us home a few times, correct? They came here, and we had to actually stage the apartment and kind of say, go back to the main, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a possibility that, I mean, you, even as an investigator going out to a location, you could have something attach itself to you and not even know it. It's 100% possible. But we always take the right precautions. We're really respectful of the spirits there and say, hey, look, we're going to our home. Please stay at yours. I do believe there is 99.9% of hauntings. There's nothing bad there. There's something that hides in the shadows in our location, and we're trying to figure out who or what it is, because it's kind of it feeds off of negativity, because there's a room in the building that me and Katie will get in fights in. There's only one room out of that whole place. So
Wow.
yeah, I can tell you there is a possibility of us.
And it's something like so small
Yeah.
that we would never like fight about. It's
Yeah.
over something so dumb.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny
Like
how-
a placement of like a bolt. Like who cares? It's something so small that like we would never fight about. But evidently it would feed off of that, and it would bother us both to where we would get so bothered over that we'd bring that home, and we would sit there and be like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
So-
when you go home and you get your conch shell, and you get your feather, and you start saging. And
Yeah.
Yeah. So
if I were you guys, I'd be saging at least weekly.
yeah,
That's me though.
we try. We do everything for everybody.
Yep.
And what we do, even when teams are there when we're leaving, we say, hey, you're not allowed to follow us up. Follow us at home, but you have a team here. They're just visiting. Please talk to them, and whatever show them that you're here. And when they leave, you're not allowed to follow them home either. Like, we do that every single time, because we don't want anything coming home with anybody else, And
Yeah.
and every I know you do the same thing when you sage, and you also tell the spirits ever to come home with you, and we know that they can. And I'm going to tell you, we've experienced stuff from the manor here.
I believe it. Real quick, Amanda is asking, "Am I an empath?" Yes.
He's very much so. He visited. I can even guarantee this. He went out to Monroe House, and he goes. One of the first things he said is, "This place looks like almost like a cemetery,"
Well, that place has the energy of a cemetery, and the thing is about cemeteries, right? They're not like scary. They're not negative. They have, but they do have a specific restful kind of energy, and the Monroe House had the cemetery energy, and that's exactly what I felt. Yeah, and I think most people have seen what the evidence that Nick brought upon the location. So, I mean, it's interesting.
And I'm going to tell you what's also interesting too is when you have three psychics come in, they're part of a team. They went through the building at different times of the day, and I watched all this. I didn't know what they captured, but I watched them like make sure when one goes in, they don't talk to each other and reveal what they have. It's all on video, and then they reveal it to us. It's part of documentary that was shot. I'm going to tell you, they knew things that they shouldn't have known that we just found out about that Nick Groff, all these resources, couldn't even know.
Oh wow.
So that's what, oh my God, like they're 100% real. We just found out about stuff, you know, and it hadn't revealed it yet, but they picked up. You know what I mean? Like again, empaths, psychics, they're real, and so like I said, if you're a empath, you're a psychic, and you say something to me that makes perfect sense, you didn't know, I'm gonna be like just blown away by it, you know.
Yeah.
And it happens.
It blows me away when it happens to me. Still, it's always a it's crazy, man. It's so weird because I'm just a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't go out looking for and being an empath. I'm not one of those people like, oh, I'm gonna go hunt ghosts and then all of a sudden I'm an empath. That's just not. It was actually all part of my path that I was on becoming an investigator. I learned. I was actually shown by another psychic medium that I'm an empath, and they helped me through and introduced me to other people to help me through being an empath, and it all became part of my growth as an investigator. So it's crazy, and I'll tell you what: if I weren't an empath, I would question psychics as a little bit more than I do.
Yeah.
So, and that's how I know it's real, because I live that shit every day. It's crazy.
And sometimes you're just like, okay, got that right, you know.
Right?
I'm,
Right. Oh, it's trippy, man.
I don't know. I guess until
Sorry.
it's still Madison Seminary. I didn't know anything about that. And also when she knew the cat with name and all kinds of stuff. It was some weird things happened, and she showed the signs of being an empath and a psychic. And when we went to the Octagon House, she was saying things to the guys that they only knew, that I didn't know.
Oh wow.
So it's just
Amanda says, I'm seeing things in the background around you. It's weird. Now, here's the thing. Like, I normally have lights on behind me. Today, I wanted to feel a little bit more spooky. So I'd like to know a little bit more about that. Aaron's like, it's a Raggedy Ann. Aaron gave me the Raggedy Ann that's behind me. My camera's focusing on light. It's glitching.
interesting.
Well, my house is 100 years old, so I mean, who knows, right?
And then also I have a little girl that follows me, and I've given her permission. There's other kids there to, if she wants to play with the kids, go ahead. So her name's Sarah. So if you ever talk to Sarah at Greenville Manor, you might be talking to Sarah. That's my attachment. So that's kind of cool if you actually talk to her there.
Oh, cool.
And you never actually got to hear her up until I woke you up.
Yep. So Sarah's here a lot, and I heard her for the first time in this place, and it shocked me to death. I was like, wow, I hear her.
Now, Melvin Seaborn, I hope he's still watching. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to your question here. He wants to know, how does Greenville Manor compare to Madison Seminary and the Indiana State Sanitarium?
Okay,
Wow. These are all three very different locations, but very active. So I'm interested to hear what you say.
And I'm going to tell you the differences. I think you guys can confirm is not only the size wise. Indiana State is huge. It's 100,000 square feet that you have. 35,000 square feet. We're on the cusp of 500 square feet. So differences, but activity wise, again, like you said, they're all active, but they have different activity. At any time, I'm going to tell you, sometimes the one floor could be more active than the other.
I think you guys can confirm this. Even at Madison, one side is super active, and the other side you nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's all depends on the day, the time, who you are. Um, I go to and I just kind of energize the building. So if you're with me, it might be more active, but a lot of people leave it. It's like, I know you. I don't want to talk to you today. Get out. You know? I'm loud and obnoxious, but I give energy to the building. Usually it responds very well when you guys are there.
Yeah, Aaron, she says, I feel like you're comparing apples and oranges. And really, it is. It's completely different locations, right? But the thing is that they're all very active, but in different ways. And it's because they all have the different history, different types of history, different things happen there. Um, so yeah, I mean, but still, I mean, that's how you learn about the paranormal is by going experiencing these different locations, the different types of locations. I mean, if you're only investigating uh, homes, you're missing out. If you're only investigating cemeteries, you're missing out. If you're only investigating jails, you're missing out because a jail is nothing like investigating a hospital. Investigating a hospital is nothing like investigating a home. It's all very, very different. So, I mean, and even if you go to different homes, it's very different because it's all different history, different energies. I mean, if you go and you compare Monroe House to the Hinsdale House, I mean, two crazy active places, but in completely different ways and for completely different reasons.
You're talking about that, I'm getting the goosebumps. Seriously. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but I was getting the goosebumps. And
I'm hoping to go more places.
yeah. Well,
Mr.
we are going to make it a lot easier for you guys here in the future. I should talk about that. Unless you want us there, we're getting a new lock, a Wi-Fi lock, and a key. And you guys are going to get a key to the keypad. You're going to get a key code, and you could just literally walk into the building. And we're going to send you all the information, sign the forms and everything, and you just go. You know?
Oh wow. And you know what? Vicky, who's been commenting, we actually just had her on not too long ago for a new program that they have at Hinsdale House where you go and you scan the QR codes and you get the history at the Hinsdale House with the QR codes.
I just did that last week.
Yeah, and how was that for you, Brian?
It was great. So I took a small team to Hinsdale last week. It was actually Sunday, so it was actually a week ago. We got there, and someone was just there to let us in. But after we did all the setup and everything, we were able to go to the different QR codes at our own pace. They had the different YouTube segments and audio clips from like when there's different interviews with like the priest that did the exorcism there. And I mean, it was just. I think it's one thing for a tour guide to tell you a story, and then I guess it's a whole different feeling of actually hearing it from those different people and like watching the pieces of evidence. And that's, clearly something that you can do on like all 4 of your floors. You know, that's just like.
And I agree. I think that's just awesome when you can do that stuff.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then you can go back because like after like halfway through your investigation, if you're like,
oops.
What do they say? Or I want to see that piece of evidence again. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah.
I see this new question. What does that say? I can't read it.
Question. Why do some people walk into a place and feel nothing and others feel overwhelmed?
That's a very
good question. And I mean, honestly, you can have someone like me who is empathic. Marcus is actually empathic. I know Katie's sensitive as well. Then you have someone who's Brian. He says that he's very well grounded, so he doesn't have these feelings that we get. So he's not going to get these feelings. So I think it's about what each individual is open to, an individual's intentions, and it could just be the night too.
Yeah, and like from working with me, and I'm sure Brian can tell this, I'm very high energy. I put out all the energy into the building wherever I go to, and everything. And now I'm getting goosebumps again. That's a little weird. I just put it all out there for him. I'm like, hey, I'm very open, which is good and bad, and I agree on that. But I put all that energy back into the building, and I'm like, hey, this is for you guys, and you know exactly what happens when I go into a building. What usually ends up going on.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're having a quiet night. You have Marcus Hogg walk through a couple times, and I'm telling you, his energy, it affects it's crazy. He has extremely high energy, and he has this way of releasing it, and it does affect locations. It's actually really cool to experience.
Until he's in the car with you. Yeah.
So again, she spoiled it. The curtain has been unveiled. Everyone believed I didn't sleep. She had to take that away from me.
Well,
I'm sorry. It's all good though. We love her. I'm waiting for you. I see you're getting more questions, I think.
Let's see.
Is that why you get so sleepy? That's what Aaron says.
Probably. No, that's good. I like that's funny. No, like I'm just saying, like, here's a good example. We went to the Octagon House last night. I was between dry. I just get drained from that, but I fall asleep in the car. It's been always my thing. I'm going to tell you, don't fall asleep on the highway. Just don't do that while you're driving. Don't do that. But
Yes.
I put a lot of energy out, and I feel like the next day, like they call paranormal hangover, it's real, and I'm exhausted.
There is something I was trying to find.
What's your cure for that?
Or am I just crazy?
what?
A little bit.
Is that outside?
What?
I hear the REM pod going. Of course, we had that a lot of yesterday with the REM pod.
Do you have a REM pod going?
No, we don't have anything. Oh, and Patience told us she did the Jacob's ladder in her place yesterday, and I just laughed like, you don't even need it in there. It has too much energy.
Yeah, I've got some crazy stories from that night. It was a really good night. It was a really good investigation.
I
What
think
happened?
ended up with. I was like, I know they ended up with some good stuff. I know they did because I could feel. You can feel when it's gonna be a good night.
I was actually
Yeah.
curious what happened.
Yeah, I think I wrote a bulk of it down. Do you want me to get into that now?
Oh, I did. I did see a couple of things that was jotted down, but I didn't read through all of it.
No, I wrote a ton. Do you want me to get into it now, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Cool. So there's, let me think. I guess I'll just go bottom up. In the basement, we had some really weird. People had like SP7s, and we had two of them with noise canceling headphones on the opposite sides of the basement, and it was like they were answering each other almost. It was like really strange. Like we would ask a question, and like like, is there someone here with us? And the one person would say yes. We said who? I said she. I said who is it's just like back and forth, and they were almost talking to each other. It's weird. And then one of our members started seeing like almost like a shadow figure down there, like watching us. And then right at the end of our rotation, because we try to spend like an hour at each floor, someone else saw the shadow figure, but in a different position. And in between rotations, another member went down there to see what they were talking about, and he like a third person confirmed that they saw something. What's that?
How tall was this person?
A little taller than like the average person, but at one point he was like crouched over, or like not like hunched over. Yeah.
I don't remember telling you this. The first shadow person I saw down there was crouched over, and like it pulled itself up over the chairs that were down here and stood as tall as the ceiling.
I don't remember that. That's wild. And when we were on the first floor, what was weird was because you were talking about like anger. Drew is a pretty he's one of our guys. He's pretty like level-headed, good guy. Well, we had like 10-ish people, and so like we split up into two teams. The other team was outside still on break, and I told my team to go upstairs on the very top floor, and just and just be
What was that? I don't know.
and just to be extremely mobile. So like when the other team would come down, um, and that's what happened. Like the other team came in, and then I told my one buddy to just go bring them down so we could start on the first floor. And he was like really, really upset about that, and it was so strange. Like he's usually like fun and energetic, and he was just in a slump. And we kind of thought that something was attaching himself to him. And then, oh, it was so weird because we were diving into that, and we were in that coffin room, not like the big room on the right, but like the one with the weird chair. And we heard the other team come down the stairs, and we looked, and they weren't there. And then the REM pod went off. It was the only time it went off, and we heard, like the cat toys were going off. It was strange. And then if we skip to the top floor, we had someone doing the SB7. The other people were seeing shadows in the other rooms. And then the girl that was doing the SB7 was in the kitchen. And then someone kept coming in to the kitchen and walking and like touching her leg. And there was no one there. It was wild because we had Connie blindfolded too. And she's like, who's in here with me right now? And like there wasn't anyone. Just overall, I mean, that's what I think of like the difference between, I think like Madison, and I have ISS scheduled. I've never been there. I'm so excited for
So
it.
active.
Like as like a team leader, I think Madison was easier to like. I just make quadrants of that place, and it's easier to spread out like two teams. Though like it's so easy for the manor. I mean, it's just 4 floors. You just stagger them. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to get back to home base. No one's getting lost, and there's so much activity packed in there. I like it a lot.
I love
It was one of our most active ones. Like you can look on that thing. I wrote a ton down.
We've had teams rotate. They say how active it is, and it's so awesome that we hear it. Then I love when he writes the activity down. But when you say it, you are like, this is just so active, and I'm like, you're experiencing things that I've experienced. What I tell people, and you're back to back that up. With them, somebody tells you the same thing. They back you up, and it just keeps going down.
Yeah, place is insane. Yeah, it's one of our favorite ones for sure.
So Indiana State, just let you know, 5th floor hospital, most insane area.
Yeah.
Ever, or it's just.
I'll actually send the link, and I don't know if Shawn you watched it, but we filmed out there. The 5th floor, we caught 2 shadow figures on camera. 2, first of all, and something
I'm pumped.
Yes. So it is
the
entire property is a playland for paranormal investigators.
Yeah, well, ours is like kind of right before Christmas, and I said, "Listen, guys, Christmas came early. We're about to. I mean, it's kind of a drive for us, but like it's obviously gonna be worth it."
He gets to get the cold weather.
I know. Everyone invest in your Carhartts or something like.
Yes. Hey, I have a question for you.
Yes.
And Brian, how stupid are we that we always want to investigate in cold weather? I
don't know, Marcus. That discount always seems good.
It does.
So it's kind of funny. I play a game RuneScape, and I actually met someone online, and like he could have been anywhere in the world. I said, Seth, where are you from? He's like, Cincinnati. I said, bro, that's like 4 hours. I said, bro, it's so wild that you're only like 4 hours away. I said, let's you got to come on a ghost hunt. He's like, what are you talking about? Just here to play games. I said, no, bro, you got to go on a ghost hunt. His first ghost hunt was like early this January, and we went to Middle Point School, It was colder in that school
Than it was
than outside. Everyone was yelling at me. No one wanted to sleep there. We woke up. It was like in our own sweat. We woke up wet somehow. It was crazy. I don't know how we survived. And Madison gets disgustingly cold too.
Oh, dude.
Do you remember that time, Shawn?
Oh, my goodness.
Madison Seminary and the
Oh,
secret
it's an
ice.
ice box, dude. It's absolutely insane. I have no
I
clue
saw it again.
how.
I see Sleepy Time Marcus pictures popping up right now.
What?
What?
Love it.
No,
Here's what. Did you guys actually watch the Resident Undead episode from Greenville yet?
I did not yet.
Oh, dude, you got to watch it.
Is it good?
Oh, it's insane what they captured that night. Actually, over 2 nights they were there.
Man, I would totally love to hear about it. But here's the thing.
It says in my new book,
The doors kept opening. You should trust your instincts.
Go for it.
This is crazy, isn't it?
Sorry.
What? Did you have an elephant? What was that?
Like, as soon as you ended that,
Was that a motorcycle that drove by?
What is that?
open, so that's why you heard it.
Okay. Right on. I got to do the transition this time. I'm not as good as
Yes.
Brian.
No. That was beautiful.
That was good.
Gosh.
I liked it.
No, that was so good. They don't let me put any photos or videos up anymore. I've been demoted.
You need a password again, brother.
I know. I'm just a guest on here. Okay. Into the abyss.
Decor.
What's that?
Like my decor.
I do.
Bats.
Yeah.
She had to.
That is nice.
It's up all year long. It's haunted. Bats.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
your 13 quick fire
Sorry.
questions.
Yes. Into the abyss.
Distracted early. Or I get distracted easily.
Okay. All right. 13 fast fire questions. You get to answer them as quickly and as thoroughly as possible. Are you guys ready?
Let's go.
I'll try.
All right. Sean.
Oh, do you need me? Who we're doing first? Am I doing just both of them or what?
Any of them.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Okay. I think we have to pull. Okay, so I think so. You have to hover over the name and click these 3 dots and put you into solo mode. But if you just take me off of the show, it's just you.
Oh!
I'm literally
You
talking.
couldn't hear me like you guys could hear.
No. You couldn't hear me either.
Oh shit! Oh my bad. Okay, hold on. Let me fix. I'm so sorry.
Oh
See?
my gosh, that's
This
so
is Brian's
funny. I was
thing.
dying. I'm like,
Technical
Katie, can you
difficulty.
hear me? Katie.
I was
How
like,
do you
oh no,
know?
what happened? And then it
Oh
just
my
popped up. I was
gosh.
like, uh-oh.
I was
All right.
dead.
My bad. All right. So I was deciding between who's gonna go first, and I decided on Katie.
Okay, beautiful.
All eyes on you.
Okay.
All right, Katie, I'm going to give you number 1 and number 13. That's a reference.
All eyes on me. Okay.
Amen. Okay, number 1.
Finally, someone got my reference. Sorry, but
Oh my gosh, is that a reference or something?
it's a Tupac song.
Oh, I did not know that. All right. Well, now it's a Sean Gilmore song. All right. I'll give you number 1 and number 13 as reference. Number 1, besides yourself and your senses, what's your favorite piece of paranormal technology?
Cat balls.
Why?
I guess I would say when they go off, you know, I could see like, you know, they give you kind of like answers of like when someone, you know, is around you.
Gotcha. Do you listen to spirit boxes at all?
Yes.
What is the most wild thing you've ever heard on a spirit box?
Go kill yourself.
Oh my gosh. That's a terrible thing to hear. Is there any context to that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So someone has a haunted house and their spirit box is not telling them to kill themselves. But it's haunted, there's some ghosts in there. What is your key tip to help people kind of live with the house that's haunted?
It's more likely to probably family.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. It's mostly family.
I got you.
You know, because like I would say like find out if it's family first. You know, because like that's what I would get the feeling it would be.
It would be most likely family.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What is the best part about owning and operating a haunted location?
Mark. The beauty of it, meeting new people.
And you have a lot of memories of Greenville. What's your favorite memory so far?
There's way too many. Definitely, I'm gonna say finding out new and interesting things all the time. I mean, I'm definitely researching all the time, reading up on more and more things to add to the binders.
Yeah.
Meeting new people all the time that has actually, you know, had some history with the Macmillans or with the Gibsons. Some, you know, finding out new stories to tell. You know.
So when you get these crazy pieces of evidence, like what's the most important thing you think of when you're trying to debunk it?
Well, like with Marcus and the door, that's the first thing that's popping into my mind right now. We were trying to find out what door, you know, was closing, and I had him go through each door throughout the whole manor to find out that it was the door downstairs. It was the bathroom door downstairs.
Yeah.
Because it was absolutely driving me crazy. I mean, we were closing closet doors, we were closing the cabinets, trying to find out what sound it was, you know, because I knew it was a door, and it just, you know, it couldn't have been like, you know, outside. It was definitely in the manor. We just couldn't, and it was like when we were getting ready to leave, I went to the bathroom right before I left, and I looked at him, I was like, it was the bathroom door. You know.
Yeah. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of paranormal teams that come to the manor. What's one thing you wish paranormal teams would do differently at the manor when they come?
I'm coming. Hold on. I'm gonna answer this for him. Please flush the toilet.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
oh.
Is that a real
They're
thing?
trying to- they're
I'm
trying to
sorry,
create
I
the-
had to do it.
Okay.
Focus on the top floor a little more. This, that. No. It's flushing.
That was a joke. That was me. Go ahead.
I think like probably just make sure that you go through a second or third time to make sure you have all your equipment. If it's something small, yeah, we'll mail it back. But if it's something a little bit more heavier, I mean, yeah, you will probably you will have to come back out to the manor to get it because we can't post, because it's going to cost a lot to post it out to you.
Well, yeah.
Other than that, we'll be more than happy to, hold on to your things. But, we just ask, make sure that you get all your things, clean up,
Yeah.
treat it as if it was your own home, because we clean up for you guys. Just make sure that you guys clean up after yourselves, just little things like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mhm.
And if you could have one addition to the Greenville Manor, what would it be?
You know what I'm going to say.
Oh.
Marcus, did you just whisper?
He did.
Did he?
You want to say it?
No, I'm just curious because I heard a whisper. I want to make sure it was Marcus.
I know. He.
That's fine.
You gonna say? He's right there.
She wants like this 15-foot tall skeleton. There.
Yes, they have them at the Home Depot. I know the skeleton. I want one too.
I want this huge skeleton. I saw that was like what?
I don't know. It's just expensive.
It's huge, and it would drape over top of the manor. I would love it. It would look
Or
so
the Undertaker.
Awesome. Oh, if I could get the Undertaker to come out.
It's just getting better and better.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
if
that
you
would
could
be
get like
awesome.
it's like an attack. I don't know if anyone's in the anime. It's like an Attack on Titan like skeleton. The thing is huge.
Yeah.
It's like as tall as your house. It's fantastic. I want one.
That or like if we could have our own hearse.
Also,
That could probably happen.
equally as it's Greenville. Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
That would be.
Yeah. Hey. I mean, that's big things. Just like the raffle. For people that also do raffles and struggle with it, like just to share your experience, like what's the biggest challenge of setting up a raffle like this big?
Marcus is way more. He's known everybody a whole lot more, and I feel like he's more friendlier and personable, so he knows everybody a whole lot more. So, I feel like he's the face. Everybody knows him. So like me, I feel like I struggle with being an inconvenience to everybody. So when I message everybody, I feel like, oh, I'm so sorry to be doing this. I'm so sorry, but do you want to donate?
She does more work than I do.
That's my whole issue of like, messaging people. And I feel like, oh my God, I'm so sorry to be asking you, but do you want to donate? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's hard.
And just like, last night when we were at, the Octagon House, he didn't even know. He was like, oh my God, I never even know that you had cancer. And I was like, it's not something that I would be like, hey, guess what? But yeah, I had cancer many times, actually. I've had cervical, ovarian, and breast, and I still have to go for my reconstructive surgery. So, but it's nothing that, you go around and you sit there and be like, guess what?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's two causes that we definitely are on board with helping out with, and my prayers are definitely with her, and I think about that a lot. I hope that if she needs anybody to talk to, I would definitely be right here to talk to her. You know.
That's real nice. When you, that is true, Aaron. And when you deal with the paranormal community, sometimes, maybe just a little bit, there's some negativity out there towards different people. How do you / what advice would you give someone who's just starting in the field to deal with some of that negative, or just like overall negativity?
I mean, I've dealt with a lot of negativity my whole life, and I probably deal with it like the wrong way because I deal with it. I always joke around. I do. I take it as you know, and then I make jokes because it makes me feel better, you know, and then I put
Yeah.
myself around a lot of positive people and surround myself with people who love me.
And that's what you got to do, you know?
Mm.
We were talking earlier about like a signed mini Ouija board. If you got a signed piece of merch from one of the from any paranormal investigator, what would that what would that item be, and who would you want to sign it?
Oh no.
I know.
Hold on. Here.
I have no
Here. Hold on.
I know.
I'm gonna come on this because I'm going to tell you I have to do this because this is gonna be a question for me now. Look at it. This is the God honest truth.
Marcus, you know you do get your own questions too.
I know.
Okay.
She doesn't know a lot of the celebrity ghost hunters or the shows because she really didn't watch it until she met them for the first time.
Yeah, I do. I know one. I just thought about this. I do. So I would go with Jack Osborne.
Yeah. So that's what
I had to think about it.
Oh, Marcus, we lost you on the show.
Coming back.
I would have to go with Jack
Osborne.
Okay, and then what would you want him to sign?
Probably like oh god.
I just got back and I see my picture.
Oops, sorry.
Probably like
The most expensive item.
like one of the Osbournes, like, you know,
Posters.
Yeah, like one of their you know, with Ozzy and Jack, and you know, one of their family posters or something. Because I always
That'd be
watched.
really cool.
You watched the Osbournes?
Yeah, I did. I was a nerd.
All right.
My wife watched that stuff too. So. I mean,
Two more.
I have a figure in my room of Ozzy.
I saw Ozzy and Marilyn Manson once. That was a good show.
Well, I like Marilyn Manson too, but Marcus is over there laughing at me.
Yeah. What is your favorite part of the paranormal field?
Music box.
No, what's your favorite part?
Oh no. The favorite part. Meeting new people. Meeting new people and seeing different places. I definitely like seeing different in the history. I definitely like that.
And what is your one message to the paranormal community? This is number 13.
No. I don't know. I'm bad at this. Just thank you for supporting us, I guess. I don't know.
Nice. And I'm sorry, do you have more?
I really don't know. Just thank you for all your support and being so warm and caring.
Awesome. And that definitely is a good message. I'm sorry, I have a bonus question for you.
Okay.
Because I've known Marcus for a very long time. Brian has asked, what is your favorite thing about owning a haunted location and what is it like? My question for you is, what is it like running a haunted location with Marcus?
It definitely has its ups and downs. Marcus is a wild child. He runs around with like a chicken with his head cut off and gives me a list of things and says, "Hey, this needs to get done, that needs to get done, and you could do all this while I'm at work."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I pretty much do all that stuff while he's at work because then I can have my zen, my peace. I'm the person that does all the stuff. I gave him a drill and I said, "Well, here, you said you want to do this. Here you go, do this." He looked at the drill. I kid you not. And he said, and he goes, "I don't even know how to do this." I never laughed so hard in my life.
That's so funny.
Hey, there's YouTube videos on it. It's all learning process, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all out here growing.
Hey, I'll tell you what, being a homeowner, I've fixed many different things.
I'm
with
learning.
YouTube.
I'm learning as I go. It's what you do, right?
He was so proud
Correct.
of me. Piece of plywood. He was like, "I did that." I was like, "Yeah, you did. That was sexy."
Happiest day of my life. Got it. We're good.
I'll tell you what, Marcus is definite proof that a haunting can happen either day or night. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Sorry. All right, and guess what, Marcus?
Yes, sir.
All eyes on you, brother.
Oh boy.
All eyes on me.
I gotta get in my hair now. Hold on. Go ahead.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah. All right, number 1 and number 13 as a reference. Number 1, what is your favorite memory of Greenville?
Probably the day that we actually got it. That we had the keys in our hand and we made the announcement that we had a new location coming out here soon.
Love that. Now, you like to sleep a lot. If you had to sleep at a haunted location other than Greenville, where would you sleep?
I've slept at many, aka he knows. I would say honestly though, my favorite was, even though it's no longer in Adam's hands, is probably Randolph County Infirmary, because I remember working on the building and every morning Adam would always try to sneak up on me and he could never do it.
I like that. That's also how I like to sleep. Always in fear of someone waking me up.
Yeah.
Now, if you had one addition to Greenville Manor, what would it be?
Yeah, I would honestly go with I would actually want, I'm gonna go a little different because we're gonna be doing this soon, probably next year. I would want a privacy fence to go around and from front to back, just to make it look a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I'm just weird. You know?
Mm.
I don't think that's weird.
He's weird.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
He's very weird.
Not crazy at all, but you actually do get a lot of crazy pieces of evidence. How excited are you when you get to share these crazy pieces of evidence that you get to the public?
Oh, I love to not only show your guys' piece of evidence, but we capture that when no one is around us or in the building, because it just shows that no matter what time of the day or night, as Shawn would say, that there is activity So you can see when no one's actually in the building that we are getting stuff, and then versus when you are in the building, what you're getting. I'd love to do both because you guys can back us up on if what we experience or what we captured when no one was there.
Yeah, and it kind of builds that community.
Yes.
Now, in the community, there's kind of like a little argument here, like whether or not it's more common for like a location to be haunted or like someone in the home. So like there's a lot of home hauntings, but is it really the home or the people inside of it? What's your take on that? Like, is it more common for like a location or like a house to be haunted itself, or the people being followed or something attached to the people versus the house?
Honestly, it's both because the house is haunted, but it's also energy, and you're bringing energy into the building as well. So you could actually be making the building at the time that you go in more haunted because of not only your attachments, but because of your energy, and your energy can actually bring out the haunting more to communicate.
That is beautiful. Jeez.
Every now and then, part.
I like that. What does it mean to you for Greenville Manor to be for everyone?
Hold on, my sons are coming through the door, so give me a second here. There we go. It's all good. Yeah, he went out to go sing, so waiting for him. Can you repeat that?
Of course. What does it mean to you for Greenville Manor to be for everyone?
I've never believed in a location is just for one person or just for one team or just for TV to shoot at. I believe honestly that not only is it for the people that are there, that the spirits, but it's their home. We're going into their home. It's them making also it for us. So it's vice versa. We are respecting them. They're respecting us to it. And I've always believed that anything bringing in people should be a community. It should be your home. You should be treating it like your home. Like I said, it's what I believe. I guess you could say it's a respect.
Yeah, and I mean, not a lot of people get to do this. Owning and operating a haunted location. To you, like, what's the most rewarding part of that?
Honestly, you get to see stuff on YouTube. That's just awesome. But meeting the people that are coming in and filming, getting to know them, getting to know their personality, them getting to know us and how crazy I am. But I think I can confirm that. But making it, I think the most rewarding thing is family. You guys all become family.
And actually being able to cultivate that community is probably really impactful to you,
Yeah.
Wow. Why is the upstairs the most active part of the manor?
Well, here's one of the interesting things is Katie sees things in her head how it was set up, and we're setting up by what she sees in her head. The third floor she could not see. She couldn't see how this was made. It's just the oddball, the actual whole location. The day that we trap door, first time it's like everything went upstairs to that. So if a lot of the energy that went from the basement went all the way to the third floor, well, now it's just released in there, and that's where it is. But also stuff was up there that we don't know about yet, and I don't think we're gonna come out to the public yet, and we actually dig deep and try to find out. Like I said, it's just I think it's the energy wise, and maybe because the last 10 years before we got wasn't used for very much.
Yeah. Gotcha. No, I mean, I think that makes sense. Imagine for a second your eyes are closed.
I was just
You doze off. you wake up and you dress like a clown, and someone leans over in your ear and whispers, "You have to dress like a clown for the rest of your life, or you don't get to keep Greenville Manor."
Nope. Guess he's being a clown.
Which would you rather do?
Oh, I dress up as a clown
Every day.
every day.
I love that. I love that.
I mean,
Um,
that building is.
You be my little Ronald McDonald.
It deserves to stand. The spirits in there. That's their home. They ain't going anywhere.
I love that, Marcus. Acquiring the manor. There's a lot of things behind the scenes. I know you were talking earlier about, like, seeing behind the curtain or the third wall, etc. What was the hardest part about actually acquiring the manor?
The weight. There's a lot of hoops. Even owning a house, I'm sure anyone who knows you have to wait to see if you're going to go through. You have to wait months on end sometimes. It's just the anxiety build because you have to keep constantly, especially with a building like that, update them constantly, like on a weekly basis, all this kind of stuff. And to even get it's just a very anxious wait, and it drives you absolutely insane. And yes, there's heat. So a lot of it 3 months. So anyone
Yeah,
who's looking to buy a like that, it could be a long time before you actually know, and it gets to you right in here,
Yeah. Now imagine if we use that mind of yours to actually create a new piece of paranormal equipment. What would it do differently, and what would it be called?
Wow. Question. Wow. I don't know what it's called yet, but I would make the equipment where Joseph had it, but the wrong way. Like a chamber. I would really want a chamber where you could have a spirit actually inside them, and you could see them. I don't know yet, but I would love that. Like you have, like where they walk in, you see the lights start up, and eventually, like they'll appear inside the actual booth. Is what I'd make it into. Like almost, it looks like a telephone booth kind of type deal, and you could actually see them, and you could see who you're talking to, and hear them. You could just everything, like to communicate with them, and then who's there.
That would be incredible.
That's the way I would do it.
I mean, that would be insane.
I know.
So you've been investigating for a while. What's your favorite paranormal investigation technique? And I'm talking like a knock test, clap test, using spirit boxes, etc. Like, what's your favorite technique to use?
Running around. I'm kidding. No, honestly, like we're really adapting the Estes method, but there's more to it than that. I've also been using the Lucid headphones and trying to really get used to those. So I think different techniques and different locations, but right now I think personally, the manner I'm getting the Lucid headphones, we're hearing stuff that we didn't hear before. We're hearing voices like straight up that not even on record. So Lucid headphones are becoming my favorite piece of equipment, right?
What is Lucid headphones, by the way?
It's the one.
I know you hear this sound. Sorry about that.
There
They're
they go.
coming for you, Marcus.
The headphones enhance the ambient sound around you. So they're
Gotcha.
I pretty much don't even need those.
yeah. So that's why I
Every years.
to those, right? So like we've used there, you volume kind of one on the side. You can from there on stuff like that are on discount because they actually discontinued them. because of what you're hearing inside of them. It's one of the craziest things that you can do. It's like almost like a parabolic dish thing.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
I like that a lot. And now this is number 13. I mean, you've helped build the paranormal community over like the G's. I mean, how long you been in it now? Like
it has to
10
be
plus?
20 years,
How many?
almost 20 years. I've been doing
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say it has to be over 10, so 20 years. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been different teams, you own a location. I mean, you've been foundational when it comes to different cons, etc. What's your one message to this giant community that you've helped build?
We need to understand this is not a competition. There's no anybody in this, and I know that some people think that way. They don't compete. You need to show respect for everybody. Everyone has a different way of investigating. Um, you need to learn that it's okay to, get along with everybody, to find that common ground, to respect each other. And I mean, you guys believe it's not. It's a community. It's not a race. It's not. I
Everybody's unique.
I just I did this better. Nope, do it. Well, there's one way that has, I would say, elevate, uh, investigate, and that's just awesome. He's gone to the next level. But this is a community. This is a respectful community. I believe that we should show, uh, even though like it's we talk about this, it's unity, and it's a very hard thing for people to grasp because there's a lot of look at Facebook. There's a lot of bad. So let's good one and understand that it's just not a competition. It's hey, let's continue the research. Let's always continue to get better. We will thing that we do is for the research of the paranormal, not just for ourselves. And that's why Greenville is not just mine, it's for everybody. And I mean that. So why can't it be for everybody as well?
Hey, man, I think that's beautiful. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hi.
I'm going to across the room.
You two have officially made it through the abyss.
We
Crazy
dug in there,
questions.
didn't we?
I thought it was real good.
What is co-writing? We all learn off each other. I agree on like that is the thing. Like I said, it's not just it's not about being I'm the best. I did this first. It's about really we all have different investigation techniques and we all together. I mean, I know working with technique is different than my technique. Brian, you're different than me, but if we work together, we're all gonna find that common ground and we can do something big, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell everybody who comes out, I can't wait to see, what you got here at the manor because everybody is going to get something different.
Yeah.
And what they find is going to be something completely different from the last time. So,
Like
yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Like we walked in and a lady put some flowers in different rooms. And I walked into the building. I was, this feels weird, because it's something new inside the building,
Yeah.
But I had to move them because it was her way of showing respect to the building, So I just kind of I'm letting them sit there, because then it shows that I respect her. See what I mean? Like certain little things, like she wanted to respect the building that way,
Yeah.
There's some on the coffins too, the big coffin, and there's also some over. Was there some by the small coffin too, the baby casket? Mm-hmm. See, she laid them to show respect, and that's just awesome. I love when people do stuff like that. It's just different people, like I said, investigate differently. They have different ways to communicate with spirits, and I think it's awesome when just they do things like that. Like I said, I went to the building. It felt a little different, and it's not a bad thing. It's just my body, whatever energy that they brought in, it was reacting to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all good. I'm sitting on my stuff. Sorry about that.
And Aaron had a question. What are your signs? I keep clicking it like I can click it.
Like our astrology signs?
I think so.
That was at the very beginning. I'm looking for it now.
I'm a Gemini.
And I'm a
Oh,
Virgo.
no. It was like the last 5 questions.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. So what are you guys again?
Oh,
I'm a Gemini, and he's a Virgo.
Cool.
And I'm a, yeah, so we're those two signs.
That's cool. Yeah, Aaron
what's your
just wanted
sign,
to know.
Brian?
I'm a Leo.
So we all kind of mesh. That's the funny thing. Like we'll mesh, and it's crazy because like I said, everyone's different, but everyone brings the same intensity into the paranormal for different reasons. You know.
Yeah. And Sean's sign is my Valentine. So.
Oh.
Well, that's because my birthday's on it.
I'm still waiting for some Sleepy Time Marcus pictures to come up there. Some more. I'm waiting because he keeps clicking on them. He puts them in there.
Marcus is an intention, you know.
What's that, Kate?
Marcus is an attention hog.
Oh,
That's funny. We can start using his last name as.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
Hog.
yeah.
Oh my god. I do that a lot with her. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Or, I hear that a lot. Or, oh my god, woman.
Or this is so stupid.
This is so stupid.
Yeah.
Especially when I hand him a tool. This is dumb. This is so stupid.
Well, we get it done. Now for those
Or I get, I'm gonna break this. You break it, you buy me a better one.
Yeah. Now, for those who don't know, too, right now, Katie is actually decorating the manor for Halloween.
Yes, we're having trick or treat out at the manor. So if you have any children and you would like to come out to the manor,
When is this?
so trick or treat will be out at Greenville Manor.
Katie, like, you disappeared.
Don't go.
On
Don't
what
go
day?
there. Don't take the kids.
Don't take the
On what day?
The 29th?
Sunday?
You're gone.
Something happened.
She disappeared. Hold on.
On Sunday?
Yeah. I think that's what they said.
Yeah. You disappeared on mine.
Yeah, she disappeared on ours too.
She's there. No, it's on the 29th of October.
Yeah.
For the kids.
That's very cool.
What?
I think I might have it like a little bit earlier, but
Okay.
just like I've seen everybody else is doing it a little bit earlier,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah,
We're decorating up the manor, and we're gonna have it for anybody who wants to donate candy. We'll decorate up the manor and ask any volunteers that will come out to do each room up differently if they want to. They could do that, and we'll make it look real nice, and have all the kids come out and tour the manor, and then afterwards we'll have like a little mini and a little mini hang out and eat some pizza and investigate.
That'd be real cool.
Yeah.
Deep computer. He's got look.
I mean, if he really wants, I could probably send him some.
What's the best way to volunteer? Because Aaron asked, like, how do you reach out to you?
Yeah. Message.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. Message.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. Well, message me or message the our main page.
Because she answers.
Yeah, I'm on
She's on
She's
it.
on it.
Seriously.
Seriously.
She answered so many questions while we're at work.
Mhm.
I must say, very
Marcus,
proud of her.
yeah, Marcus works. He goes to work. He usually goes to bed, and then he's at work from like 6:30 until like roughly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, unfortunately, I'm on SSI. I'm at home because of all my medical things that I've got going on. So I do all the stuff that he can't do because he's at work.
She does.
She does.
I thank God
Yeah.
because of everything that I'm going through right now. He has the job, and then I do everything that he can't do at the manor while he's working, and that way we kind of mesh well, and then I take care of the manor, and then when he comes home and he rests up, he could go there after work and be able to go take care of the teams.
Like I said,
she does most of the work.
Yeah.
The physical part.
No, she does a lot of. I wish I.
So Aaron wants to know if she's donating candy. Is that still the best way? Just to reach out to you?
If she wants to donate candy, she could, if she wants to, she can meet me at the manor.
Or at Matt.
Wherever she lives at. If she lives close to Boardman, I can meet her somewhere in Boardman, or if she lives, if she wants to meet me at the manor, I would be happy to meet her there. Because Lord knows I'm there a lot. Yeah, I would be happy to get the candy, and we'll definitely be passing it out to the kids.
Even Matt. We'll go up to Matt. That sounds weird at this right now.
Only Marcus.
I hear my
Your nose got so big.
She's by Madison. Meet her over by Madison.
Yeah. Well, Madison is only like what?
45 minutes, maybe.
Away from Greenville?
An hour and 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're not that far.
Yeah.
So we're striking distance, as Adam would say.
And we're thinking about trading in both of our vehicles so we could get a pickup truck.
So now, Shawn, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a mattress that's been waiting for you guys.
Yep. We don't have enough right now. And Tori's helping a lot. And they have been awesome. Seriously, everything in the manor, they pretty much helped us get. So they're just fantastic.
That's so cool.
I'm hearing myself two devices.
Are you having flashbacks?
Yes, I am. For those of you who don't know, like the laughing thing when they did at the manor, where you hear like clap and you hear it go all the way around you, it takes all your senses out. It sounds really weird to you.
Just ask Pence.
Yes.
That was awesome. That was a good night.
Shawn's deep in spot. Look at him. See, he can't even talk now.
I'm talking.
I made him speechless. Oh my god.
All right. As we're wrapping up, because it's 9.
Yeah.
What's the most important thing for everyone to take away from this podcast?
That the thing is, we're all family. Second thing is, come to Greenville Manor.
Yes.
Oh, and actually, there's one more thing. There's actually 2 really good things going on for October, and that is. I love you, Marcus.
Well, we can't see on ours.
You actually can. That's only on yours.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
There's. No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
there's actually two really good things coming for October, and that is the local radio station is they're coming to the manor on the 28th. And if you tune in to Greenville's, what is it? 90.
I don't know which one it is, but I have to look it up.
We have, I'll actually have their ad up on our main page.
Okay.
If you tune into if you tune in, they have tons of giveaways, and they're coming into the manor, and they're going to there's going to be some lucky winners to do a free investigation with the crew there. And after the investigation, there's going to be after you investigate with them, the hotel Cobblestone is going to you'll be able to go to Cobblestone and be able to rest up before you can go home. And there's going to be food.
That's
There's going to be lots of good stuff going on. And then the next day is going to be Halloween. And then of course, we're going to be doing the whole thanks for giving, with anybody else who's going to be adding to it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be lots of stuff coming in. So it's going to be lots of good things coming our way.
And also, like, we will be putting the things out on the Facebook pages, including the Greenville Manor page. We'll be putting it on our pages, so you can start seeing everything that's coming out, and that's starting this week. So you'll start seeing everything coming out. So it's a crazy time for us between getting ready for Halloween. This month is busy, and doing the raffle. We are busy.
Yeah.
So just to make sure that we're following the Greenville Manor and all the good stuff that comes into that.
Yes. God. Look, he's still. Right.
All right, Shawn, what do you got for us?
I want to try and bring my friends' kids out to the trick or treating. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm messaging about.
Nice.
See if we can make it happen. I don't know if we can. I'm making any promises, but I want to try and make it happen. My good friend's kid, who was the same age as my kids, actually told me she wants to go to a real haunted location. So this seems like a cool kind of way to bring her. She's 13. So that's a good way to bring her to a real haunted place.
Yes. I By the way, as you're talking about it, I got to detect the movement front funeral parlor.
Whoa.
That always happens. Yeah.
See?
Nice.
It knows you're talking about it.
Very nice. Awesome, guys. So, how can people find the raffle tickets? How can people make their donations? How can people get them their money? How are people going to win their prizes?
Well, we're gonna have where you could just message our Facebook page, and you can sit there and say, I'll have it set up to where you'll say, hey, I want to enter in the raffle. I would like to buy X amount of tickets. I'll say, okay, I'll send you over our PayPal link. You'll send it in that way, and
You'll say what it's for.
yeah, you'll say what number you want, or what you want to put in your raffle for, or you put in, XXX or whatever you want to put in, what number you want to put in, and as soon as your payment goes through, bam, I'll put it in for those. I'll put in your name for those. That's nothing. I'll put it in those numbers for for your raffle. I'll sign your name to the tickets and put them into that basket for you.
Is that?
Where make it as easy as possible.
Pretty much like how Addie did.
The online.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at
Fairfield ISS.
Very nice. Now, if someone wants to come and experience the manor for themselves, by themselves, or with their how would they schedule their private investigation?
Just message the Facebook page. We'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Brian,
This is the lady
right
here. You talk to her through the Facebook page. So everything we have a track record of it. You pay a deposit in order to secure your date.
Can you mute Katie?
Okay, there we go. Are
Sorry.
you on now? Well, she's showing. We're not showing you on here. Message the Facebook page. Katie will take care of you. And here we go. This is better. There we go. This is better. Go ahead.
Just message the Facebook page and let me know what type of investigation you are looking for. And of course, unless we post up a public event, everything is private. Or unless there's a flashlight tour going on, everything is private. And I will give you out some dates, that you're looking, unless you everything, that we have available. Right now, weekends are pretty much booked. Yeah, to December right now. Yeah. December is like your earliest weekend that you can get. We have weekdays available right now. But yeah, we're booking into 2023 right now.
Yeah, and
Congratulations. That's awesome.
yeah, congratulations. 2023 is going to come really soon. I've led a team for a very long time, whether it's a college group or just, my group of friends right now. This is absolutely one of the best places you can go. Definitely best bang for your buck, especially if you're close. There's a lot of magic, a lot of evidence, and a lot of spiritual connection that you can have here. You can communicate and help the spirits here. It's just this is the one to go to in 2023. If you're making a list for 2023, this has to be on the bucket list.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's awesome.
So,
definitely.
Dead honest.
Thank you.
We're gonna be back in 2023, and it was a real blessing and honor to go there this year. So,
hey, and this time you may have a code you can put in. You don't have to deal with us now.
Hey.
That's awesome.
It is cool. It is cool,
right?
So I'm looking forward to it.
We're trying to make it easier for you guys to come in and do it without us going always in. Like I said, we usually leave the property for you guys. We want to make it a little bit easier for you guys. We're thinking about you guys now. We want you to get in. We'll give you a 24-hour code, or if you want a whole weekend, we'll give you a whole weekend code. Pop it in. You can go in and out as you please. You have the code. You're set.
Yeah, it's so beautiful because we locked and like threw the key back in, and so everything was locked up. And then we were getting in our cars, and Connie left. There was like a little plant, like a succulent.
Yeah.
That her boyfriend got her. And it was like, now we can't get it. So yeah, that was just one of those things. This completely solves that problem. I mean, man, this is gonna be so convenient for everyone.
Yeah, we want to make it like Hinsdale House, where it's just unless you need us, we don't need to be there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
For you guys, and we think it's going to be a game changer then for us and for you guys. It's your home for when you're there,
Yeah,
I agree.
I couldn't read that. What does it say?
Kindred Spirits Paranormal Team says, love Greenville Manor.
Thank you.
Melvin Manor says, great stuff, guys. Wishing you the best.
Thank you.
Aaron says, I wish all the best this world has. Katie and Marcus, you guys are so cute. I'll be in touch about the Halloween candy and all that. Love you guys. It has been a great show as always. Good night, guys.
Yes. Thank you guys for having us again. You guys are absolutely awesome. And Shawn, you know how you're my brother.
Yeah.
And Brian, you're my other brother.
I appreciate that.
We're family.
We definitely appreciate you. Most definitely.
Sorry,
Thank you for coming on, guys. We really do appreciate you guys. It's been an awesome show. It's been awesome to have you guys on and actually get to talk about the manor and everything. You guys got to come back as you guys learn more And even if you guys have more events and more fundraisers, please let us know.
We're planning on that this year. Believe me, coming 2023, more events are going to happen.
We're trying to plan for our first con.
Yeah.
It's going to be Green Con.
Ooh,
I like
So
I
cool.
like that.
Green
I like
Con.
that. The green con.
We're
Nice.
so cheesy.
Awesome, guys. With that, everybody, I hope everyone has a great. We'll be back in, I think, 2 weeks. I know October is crazy time for us paranormal peeps. So we definitely want to keep things spooky and keep in contact with everyone. Again, I want to let everyone know, if you have an event, if you have a team, if you have anything you want to promote, we want to have you on. It doesn't cost you a thing, but a fun time on our show on a Sunday night. So, and usually we're off by 9 o'clock, so you're even off on time usually to see The Walking Dead. Tonight we're a little bit late. Hope your DVRs are set. We definitely appreciate you guys staying on and hanging out with us. And I think I have said everything. So everyone, hope everyone has a great couple of weeks. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy. I have one last question because I just thought of this because I was going to do this one more time. When are we going to have the Sleepy Marcus shirts?
Hold on. Ready?
Very soon.
Very soon. We actually, right here in town, we have shirts are going to be made. We're going to be sending over to a website. You can order them and have it send them right over to your house.
Yes.
Nice.
Because we get a lot of requests for shirts.
So we're finally going to get shirts back in stock. We're doing
hoodies.
Ooh.
These are coming.
Yes.
Nice.
So order them, and you're going to be able to ship it out to your house now.
You should put like Z's going up a sleeve. Sorry.
There will be a Sleepy Time Marcus.
Nice.
You can
Love it.
You can actually customize things on here, so that's going to be for you guys. So that's
Awesome.
we want to do something for custom stuff, so that's for you guys.
Awesome.
That's perfect.
Awesome. Definitely. And guys, thank you again. Everyone have a great night. We have gone way above our time, so everyone please be safe, be healthy, and remember, spread
Good night, guys. We love you guys.
All right, love you very much. Appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you more.
Aw, I appreciate you more. To the moon and back.
This paranormal adventure that we're all on, it connects us. This is our paranormal community. This is our paranormal podcast with your host, Shawn Gilmore.
He's worked in the paranormal field for 10 years.
He was featured on the TV show Paranormal Survivor that airs on Travel Channel.
His passion is creating para-unity.
With your host, Brian Mursall.
He's worked in the paranormal field for 7 years.
He leads his own paranormal team.
He wants to help people start their paranormal adventure or grow their existing one. This is our paranormal adventure. This is our paranormal community. This is our paranormal podcast.
It's about supporting. It's about making para-unity a real thing, because we all need to support each other within our community, and that's what the show has always been about.
Wow, look at that.